Welcome to CoinBook. My name is Calvin Waite, and I'm a professional crypto trader. I really like getting feedback from you guys about the market, what you're trading, successes, failures, so I'm going to go ahead and start giving out a t-shirt every week now. What I'll do is I'll look at all comments from Thursday to Thursday, and then Friday select a random winner. Wow, I hope everyone had a really good weekend. Bitcoin has been absolutely on a tear lately. It is absolutely amazing to me. I've never seen a coin do something like this before, where we are so overextended and nothing can knock us back. Couple of things I wanted to point out in our update. One is our log scale line that has connected us, and we thought that after we kind of crossed this that it was out of play. Well, this past 10 days we have run so hard that not only is it back in play, it has provided support for 3 days in a row. So we have been on the top side of this line, this exponential line, for the past 3 days. This is just mind-boggling to me. I just can't believe that we are still playing with a line that started in October. In October 18th. So this is just absolutely amazing. Well, just because I sleep really well, I woke up at 4 in the morning this morning, and I checked the prices, and I saw that we were selling off, and I thought, oh well, it's about time, let's get a nice correction in, and we can get ourselves set up and get going. But so if I go to the 5-minute chart and I look at, so I'm kind of looking under the hood at what this drop looks like, and it sort of peaked out. Would have been let's see, 8 o'clock UTC time, and we dropped back. But see, this is the thing that I was wanting to point out in my video a few days ago. There's no whale move here. This is an organic drop. We lost our support here. We came back and found it as resistance, and then we had a natural sell. This is all very natural. There's no manipulation. There's no whales. There's nothing in this move, and it's just a simple. Here we are. We lost our support. We find resistance, and then we sell off, and it's just a natural thing. Well, this is the type of thing that on a daily, especially with us being so overextended, this should have sold off and never returned. But man, oh man, look at Bitcoin. We just have some huge buyers in our market. Huge buyers. Because we hit a low of 21,850 almost, somewhere in there, and we have recovered $1,200 from this bottom. Like, we had a serious drop. This is the kind of drop that starts corrections. But if I flip back to the daily, look at this. Hang on. Get back to the daily. Look at this candle we are printing. This is one of the most bullish candles you could possibly get. There is so much support in this. We had this attempted fall, and we're not even close to support. Like, support's on this golden line. We're not even close to it, and we're way high, and we're selling off, and look at how much strength there is. There are some huge buyers in this market. Huge buyers. Bitcoin is being supported by just some giants that we'll probably see in the news in the next couple of weeks to months. Hey, such and such giant company bought billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, because this is unusual. This is weird. And it's also super awesome. Looking at our altcoin market, our market cap has been dropping pretty significantly in Bitcoin terms. We're down to 9 million Bitcoin as a full market cap for all other altcoins. And so yeah, when we dropped out of this channel, we dropped out pretty hard. And right now, we're threatening to close below the body of our swing low here. So things are not looking good for alts. A lot of my personal positions, I have been trying to rearrange, setting orders for break even. I'm only long 15% of my total portfolio. The rest are orders to break even, and just trying to exit and wait for the next opportunity. So that's how we're playing this. But you know, if it's gonna sell, let it sell. And I'll tell you what's getting killed, because if you look at the microcap market, we had a couple of days of real strong sell-off, and then we've sort of leveled off. So the segment that's getting massacred is the large caps. So your Ethereum, your Bitcoin Cash, those giant coins are getting, those are the ones that are selling off pretty hard. So even coins that are doing well, Litecoin, it's been on a tear, and today it's down a bit. I think everything was up pretty hard this morning, all the way until Bitcoin showed that giant amount of volatility, and then everyone freaked out and left alts. So anyway, we'll have to see how things play out. At this point, we're still being patient. Have you ever made a dumb trade and then tried to fix it by making an even dumber trade? Okay, before we get into the chart of the day, I wanted to go and just kind of revisit a couple of highlights. First of all, Litecoin is looking amazing. Look at this. Like, this is the kind of setup that you would just kill for. We have a declining, we have a wedge here. I'll show it to you. Let me just draw it really quick. You can see this wedge right here that we've had, and then the bottom is here. It doesn't follow this, but I don't want to stick a line right over the top of a long-term one. But we've had this, it's essentially a bull pennant. We didn't have a long run up, so you can't technically really call it that. But when we broke out, we crossed the 200-day moving average. And what's awesome about this is we have a level of support right here and a level of support on the 200-day moving average. And combined, we broke through, found resistance on our 50-week moving average, and now we are finding support on that in that same zone. So this is looking really nice. The question is how will we behave tomorrow? If tomorrow we can put a small candle or a green candle in right here, it will be spectacular. And what we also have in terms of support, we have the 50-day crossing the 100. This is a big move. This is a signal that we are at the end of a long-term decline. So I love seeing this. Price action above the 200. We're having a cross of the 50 over the 100. And the next thing that we're looking for will be that golden cross. If we get a golden cross up here, we'll be looking amazing for a long-term trade. So that one looks amazing. We also have I had to point out CRW crown. So I don't do videos on days where well, I don't do videos on Sunday, just out of respect for that day. But I hope you guys have your free indicator of these zones, because when Crown broke out and closed above the out of the red zone yesterday, look at these crazy wicks. I mean, this was a double for just right out of right out of the gate on the very next day after this. So that's been pretty interesting. Our coin of the day is Dogecoin. This is a coin that it just never quits. Everyone writes it off, and it's still here. I'm going to look at a couple of things for you guys. If I go out to the weekly chart, we have had a very, very long-term support on the 26 Satoshi level. So I'm on a weekly chart. So this is very, very long-term. But there's one other support that is kind of incredible. In fact, somebody mentioned it in the comments, which was really cool. They were just like, man, Doge is really low. Is it time to buy Doge? And I was like, man, it's tough because back in the day we used to have these amazing moves. But some of these older coins, you know, sometimes investors just kind of move on a little bit, and it's hard to say what we'll find. This pump right here was manufactured by a bunch of TikTok users. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but this was definitely a fabricated pump. It was not some kind of unknown movement that just kind of launched us up. But our low in the history of Dogecoin is 15 Satoshis. If I had to zoom in on some of these here, we have a low of 15 Satoshis here, a low of 15 Satoshis here, low of 15 Satoshis. We've only hit 15 Satoshis a handful of times in the history of Doge, and we've never traded below it. You can't really count. Yes, even those are higher, but you can't. This would have been a wick down. This is when it was brand new and it was totally in price discovery mode. But we hit 15, and I was like, I don't know if I have the guts to buy this. In fact, yeah, this candle here, yeah, low of 15. But on the daily, look what we've done. We've exited our red zone. Last time we exited our red zone, it was pretty sweet. This trade was in at 28. If you'd have waited to the yellow, you wouldn't have made anything. But if you were looking for doubles, this one definitely did. But now we're exiting the red zone again, and today is a pretty strong day, so it's kind of questionable. What is Doge gonna do next? But yeah, you just gotta love this coin. I had my best trade ever. Before I was any good at trading, I had my best trade ever because I didn't understand the concept of position size, and I put way too much into Doge, and it had one of those spikes, and it was sweet. It was the most lucrative trade I've ever made, and I don't ever plan on putting that much at risk again. Don't do it, kids. Anyway, you gotta love Doge, and so I'm watching it. We're gonna see if we can get a little movement. If we do, at these price levels, it's cheap. It doesn't have to move far to double or triple. Okay, it is time to separate the CoinBook trolls from the CoinBook fans. So, these are the magnificent t-shirts that we are giving away every Friday. These are individually packaged with love from your best friends, China. There's also this incredible option designed by yours truly, and we'll be giving away probably one or two of these every Friday to just a random comment on any of the videos over the past week. But, and I don't blame you, if you absolutely cannot live without one of these shirts, I am willing to part with them for $15 worth of your favorite crypto. Just reach out to me on social media and we'll get you guys hooked up.